It's women out there that do their homework. They know everything about y'all because you tell on yourself on the gram and on social. So they know how to go get you.
You see what happened? That had been going on for years. They let it build up. Shannon Sharpe, y'all know he was about to sign $1 million contract. So now they got to get out of it.
Okay, it's getting clear now. Shannon Sharpe fumbled the bag for $100 million. Yes, $100 million is what he was about to be expected. And this is how it went. And now we're kind of understanding why it seemed like he wanted to negotiate and settle with his accuser.
For 50 million, I go to hell. For 50 million, I go to hell. For 50 million, I go to hell.
All right, so this whole situation with Shannon Sharpe is getting real messy. And now Deion Sanders is stepping into the mix and saying something isn't right here. So as you all know, Shannon's been dealing with a lawsuit from his OnlyFans model who claims he did all sorts of wild things to her. But Shannon is claiming it's just a money grab and a setup. He recently doubled down on those claims and even said half the people around him are secretly happy he's going through this mess. But here's where it gets interesting. The timing of this lawsuit is very suspicious. Literally just days after news broke that Shannon was about to sign a $100 million media deal, his lawsuit drops out of nowhere. And suddenly, that massive deal was put on hold. Coincidence? Well, apparently, Deion Sanders doesn't think so. According to Deion, this whole situation smells too planned and too convenient. He thinks Shannon didn't just trip into drama, somebody orchestrated this. And that raises a real question. Who would want to take Shannon down just as he was about to level up? Now, of course, there's another side to this. Some folks are saying no one told Shannon to get involved with this woman in the first place. And even if she was plotting, he gave her access. So maybe the setup was real, but it was Shannon who set himself up. But still, if Deion believes Shannon is being targeted, that means he thinks someone powerful is pulling strings behind the scenes. And that makes this whole thing way bigger than just a messy relationship or a lawsuit. So what did Shannon Sharpe do to end up on someone's hit list? Did he step on the wrong toes in the industry? Or is there something even deeper going on here? Let's break it down.
And you thinking you conquering it and you ain't, because it's all a plan.
You think you run a game and they run a game on you.
Shannon Sharpe is in some serious hot water right now. An OnlyFans model, Gabriella Zuniga, hit him with a $50 million lawsuit, accusing him of rape, among other things. The case hasn't gone to court yet, but just the accusation alone is shaking up everything Shannon's worked so hard for, from his Hall of Fame NFL legacy to his successful media career. Since the news broke, Shannon's already taken a step back from the usual spot on First Take with Stephen A. Smith, and that might just be the beginning. We're also now hearing that he was about to lock in a massive $100 million podcast deal. But now that bag might be slipping away. On April 18th, just 3 days before Gabriella dropped her lawsuit, Front Office Sports broke the news that Shannon was expected to sign a deal that would exceed $100 million. According to Front Office Sports, the deal was supposed to include all shows on the Shay Shay Network, including Club Shay Shay, Nightcap, Club 520 Podcast, The Bubba Dub Show, and Humble Baddies. The report also mentioned that the offer came after the massive success of Shannon's interview with Cat Williams in January 2024, which became the most viewed episode in the show's history. And this interview didn't just rack up crazy views, it completely changed the game for Club Shay Shay. Shannon's show went from popular to must-watch, instantly becoming one of the hottest spots for real, unfiltered convos in sports and celeb culture. But here's the twist. While that Cat Williams episode blew the show up, it might have also put a target on Shannon's back. Cat came in swinging, dragging half of Hollywood and dropping bombs, and some folks up top allegedly didn't like that one bit. And now insiders are saying that Shannon made some powerful enemies just by giving Cat the platform, with some even speculating that this lawsuit Shannon is now facing is part of a bigger plan to take him down. And one of the people who are backing this theory is Shannon's longtime friend, Deion Sanders. As you probably know, Shannon and Deion have consistently supported each other through the years, both publicly and privately.
Do they know who they hired?
Yes. what part of me? What part of me?
Why you gonna make me show out? Why you trying to make us show out?
Can we act right, please?
Okay, right. They know, so okay,
They know.
okay.
What you mean by that?
Because I know you.
Man.
And then it's like, well, we want you to be yourself. All right, I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be Cole Friday.
Shannon often defended Deion against critics, especially regarding his coaching style at Colorado. He's called out media narratives that try to undermine Deion's success and shown support for Deion during challenging times.
One lie spoken is Sharpe, because guess what? They're gonna say, oh, the conference isn't any good now. You notice that, Stephen A? So that's what it is. When he was getting his eyes beat out, oh, I told y'all he couldn't coach on that level. I told y'all he was false this and false that. Now they're 8-2 with an outside chance to make the college football playoff. Everybody done gone radio silent. Now they find something else to complain about. Coach Prime got them playing well. They're playing really, really well. I like where they are.
So now Deion is returning the favor and supporting Shannon amid ongoing fallout from that lawsuit. And according to sources close to Deion, he apparently thinks this is all a setup against Shannon that was planned months before the actual lawsuit was dropped. And then another person who is now backing this theory is none other than Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. first criticized Shannon for fumbling the bag at ESPN, but he recently flipped the script and is now claiming that people have been trying to take down Shannon since that Cat Williams interview.
To see the great things that he has been doing and to know the potential is out there for all of this to be derailed. I'm incredibly sad for him. I'm sad for us as a show because we're better with him than without him. It's like you just, and then I see the zest with which people are willing to pounce on him. And it's like, listen, people have been after him since he did Cat Williams. You know, they've been at his neck because of the numbers he produced and the success that it had and how he was able to ride that wave.
Meanwhile, Diddy's ex-bodyguard Gene Deal joined the chat, and he also claimed the timing of the lawsuit was a little suspicious, knowing it dropped just as Shannon was about to sign that $100 million deal.
You see what happened? That had been going on for years. They let it build up. Shannon Sharpe, y'all know he was about to sign $1 million contract. So now they got to get out of it because they know what's about to happen. The only way they can stop this contract and stop this thing from happening is put this dirt out. It's time to drop it because they know if this ninja get $100 million in his pocket, it's going to be some real problems. Some real problems.
But fans are saying all this talk about Shannon supposedly being set up is nothing but a conspiracy theory and a way for Shannon to avoid taking accountability. And some people are taking it a step further and saying Deion should probably sit this one out, considering his own track record with women. One fan on X wrote, Deion Sanders and Shannon Sharpe equal 2 women beaters. And then some fans are also saying that if Deion cared about Shannon, he would have warned him about messing with young OnlyFans models who only want him for one thing. Someone said, where are all of Shannon's good male friends? Deion Sanders, his brother Sterling Sharpe, who should have told his ass in the beginning to leave this little girl alone. Don't make no sense. Shannon, get somewhere and sit your down. Sheesh, too old for this ish. But at the end of the day, no matter how many theories are flying around, most fans are saying the same thing. Shannon really has no one to blame but himself. Yeah, it could be true that someone behind the scenes wanted to take him down. Maybe his OnlyFans girl was planted. Maybe it was all time to mess up that massive $100 million deal. But even if that's the case, Shannon still walked right into it. Grown men make grown choices. Shannon chose to mess with her. He chose to let someone that unpredictable, that close to him while he was building a media empire. And even if she was plotting the whole time, he gave her the opening. That's on him. He's not some rookie in the game. He's pushing 60 and he's been famous for decades. He knows how this works. You can't claim you're being set up and also be the one setting yourself up at the same time. And then there's the phone call where Shannon says he's gonna choke the ish out of her. That right there was the nail in the coffin for a lot of people, because even if this girl baited him, nobody forced those words out of Shannon's mouth.
Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at and you're just gonna hang up on me, so I feel like...
I'm not going to hang up on you. Here's what it is.
What does that even mean?
Nothing yet. You want to be a dick to me now, so...
I don't want to be... Don't manipulate me.
Oh, no, have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to choke the out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do.
don't think you have a choice.
And don't even get me started on the race play stuff and those put a big black baby in me messages. Let's just say that doesn't sound like something Gabriella initiated.
Okay, it's getting clear now. Shannon Sharpe fumbled the bag for $100 million. Yes, $100 million is what he was about to be expected. And this is how it went. And now we're kind of understanding why it seemed like he wanted to negotiate and settle with his accuser for $10 million. And for those that don't know, Shannon Sharpe is being accused of having unwanted sex. And we all know when that happens, like the media is on the frenzy right now. But here's the part was where he dropped the bag. He was about to get $100 million. So we know how his podcast, Shay Shay, had been taken off. He literally just finished his contract as he was signed to Colin Cohard's podcasting group. But Shannon Sharpe was getting ready to be offered all this money.
So yeah, most fans aren't exactly rushing to throw Shannon a pity party. Sure, maybe someone higher up didn't want to see him win, and maybe that $100 million deal scared some folks. But Shannon made it way too easy. When you're at that level, you just gotta move smarter. So while Deion Sanders might be riding for Shannon and some fans might be hoping he bounces back, the majority are saying what needs to be said. Shannon did this to himself. But let's hear it from y'all. Do you think this whole thing was really a setup? Do you believe someone sent that girl to take Shannon down right when he was about to level up with that $100 million deal? And even if it was a setup, does that actually change anything? Is Shannon still to blame for putting himself in that position to begin with? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next video.